Hey there, I just got this MaxCam neck mount for my Pocket 3 here. I want to give it a little test on the bike. It's got the chest strap too that I can hook on there, but I'm going to try it with just the neck mount first, see how it does, and I need to move this mic to a better place, and then I'll put on the chest mount and we'll kind of take a look at which one has less shake or more stabilization. And once we get that down, I think we'll head into the city here, up into the Wangjing business district, because it'll be close to lunchtime then, and I could probably use a cold beer after this. So let's go check this out. All right, so again, I do not have the chest strap around. This is strictly the neck mount itself. Let's give it a go and see how we do. We're gonna go down a nice shaded boulevard, and then I'll ride by some buildings to see what the view is like for that. Because the goal is to ride through some interesting places here in Beijing and give you a view of the city. So this is just a test. I'm glad you're coming along for the ride. I'm gonna shut up and let's just enjoy the view. Oh, and I am using the wireless mic with the wind muff. Hopefully it's not too windy, or this is gonna be a nice quiet video, but let's give it a try. And let's try not to get hit by cars. And I can tell already, this thing is bouncing up and down pretty hard. Even though I'm trying to hold my body still, if you could see what I see, this thing is just bouncing like crazy. Actually, let me stop up here and see if I can bend this around to maybe be a little firmer. Let's try it. Let's stop right here and try. Okay, let's see if this is better. All right, so how was that? Again, that was without the chest strap, and I saw this thing bouncing around like crazy. I don't know what it looked like for you guys, but I definitely noticed also when like I would turn my neck to kind of, you know, see if anybody's coming, I could feel this thing kind of moving around. So yeah. All right, trying to think of what I want to do here next. We're gonna do, I do want to ride by the buildings because that was another thing I kind of looked, maybe it was pointed too far down or just not pointed up enough. So I'm going to attach the chest straps. And another thing I forgot is the wide angle lens. I do have a wide angle lens for this Pocket 3, so I'm gonna strap that on. Wide angle lens, we're gonna tilt it up a little bit and then give me my little bra here for this thing. So here we go. All right, back to using my phone. The chest straps, they just clip on like this. You're gonna see my nice man boobs there. But they just unclip like that. This you gotta tie on, and then I can't clip this on with one hand, but you get the picture. They just clip on, go down and around, so you got a nice little bra. Again, the man boobs, yeah, I know. So we're gonna try that, see if it's more stable. I would assume so. Like I said, this thing, it just bounced around so much as I was riding. I haven't seen the footage yet, so I don't know how bad or okay it looked, but we're gonna do it this way. Let's go. All right, here we go. Wide angle lens. Got the chest strap on over a bit of a bricked path here. But let's go ride by some buildings, and maybe I need to tilt this up a little more. All right. Let's go ride through the neighborhood and see what it looks like. Pretty bumpy here. I fly away. Dun, 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 ba, dun, 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 dun. I fly away. Ba, ba, dun, ba, dun, dun. Ba, dun, ba, dun. Bum, 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 ba, dun, 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 dun. I'll fly away. No stop signs or anything, or yield, whatever. It's just a free for all. Try not to die. And people driving on the wrong side of the road. It's like, that scared the crap out of me. Thought it was a car behind me. Ba da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da. Da da da. Ba da da da. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Ba da 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 da. All right. Oh. Let's get up here where there's some shade. 10:15. It's already baking. And more bumps for you. All right. Ooh. So how was that with the chest strap, wide angle lens, and we had it aimed a little higher? You can see my subdivision, neighborhood, community, my block, as they say. But yeah, let me go ahead and take this off. All right, so there you have it, with and without the bra, with and without the wide angle lens. I'm gonna have to check out this video and see how it is. Hopefully it works all right. I've been really thinking about getting the Action 6 for stuff like this because I've really wanted to for many years to do videos of riding through Beijing, because you can tell I live on the outskirts here. When you're riding through downtown and you just ride in the road and you're about to get squished between two buses. It's a lot of fun, but it's crazy sometimes. But yeah, so let's check out this footage. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do though. By the time I ride to the nearest business district, it's gonna be 11 o'clock and I'm gonna get something good to eat. So I'm gonna have you come along. We're just gonna wing it without really sitting down and looking at this video on the computer. We're just gonna go, we're gonna ride, and I'm gonna show you the closest business district I'm to, and just let you take in the sights and sounds of Beijing on a bike. Let's go. All right, here we go. I've tilted up the camera even more, just for when we get into the city and you can see the buildings better. Maybe have to experiment with that. I know some people like to see the handlebars on bike rides, but I think for being here, maybe you'd be more interesting in the world around you. It's probably gonna be 15, 20 minutes before we get to anything too interesting. Have a couple neighborhoods to go by and get to. So yeah, skip ahead if you wanna check that out. If you wanna check out the whole ride, then please do come along. If you hate my singing, because I've got my, I gotta have some tunes while I'm doing these rides. So if you hate my singing, feel free to tell me. I'll shut up and be quiet and let you enjoy the natural sounds of China's capital city. So here we go. All right, here comes the singing. You've been warned. You can see the business district. I don't know if you can see it up there on the horizon, but it's about 6-7K away. Like I said, maybe 20 minutes or so till we get there. So. God, I'm alone. Can't take my eyes off you. The way that I stare, nothing else to compare. There to speak. That it's real, it's too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, baby, love you baby, let me love you. Uh-oh, we get two people hit each other. She run into the back of them. Heaven to speak. Yep. Oh, so we got a student driver next to me here. Are you going this way? You go this way. The student driver was like on my butt. I didn't know if they were turning or going straight, so we're just going. Not a lot of rules here, especially for bikes and e-bikes. I think the thing is, if you don't have a license plate, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Just don't get caught. Baby, trust in me when I really want to get over, but 2 minutes. Trust in me when I say. Alright, let's go. Pretty bumpy there. Bum 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 bum. Bow wow 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 ba da da ba. Bum 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da. Ba ba da da ba. Da 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 da. Ba ba da da, ba da da da, ba ba da ba da da. Whoa, listen to the music all the time. Listen to the music all the time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. All the time. So I don't know if it seems weird to you. You think Beijing, you think there'd be more people. It is Saturday morning, going on 11, but I am on the outskirts. Like I said, I'm about 6-7 kilometers away from the nearest business district. It can get busy, I guess, out here during rush hour times, but it's usually pretty calm. There is not a thing to do out here, but the rent is a lot cheaper, and I know I save a ton of money not living near bars and restaurants and all that stuff. The stuff near my place is just the little local places, cheap food. We finally did get a McDonald's in what, 2025? 2025. 2025, we got a McDonald's in the community where I'm at. But yeah, save a ton of money, just you gotta fight the boredom. Which is kind of why I'm making these videos and talking to myself. Whoa, listen to the music. How long is this song? Next, please. Ooh, Elvis. Da, 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 da. Must be light burning brighter somewhere. There could be birds flying higher. Brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why won't my dream come true? Oh why, to be peace and understanding, sometimes someone's a promise that would blow away the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why won't that sun up here. Here's the traffic. We're lost in a cloud with too much rain, trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. Long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul. All right, I'll shut up since it's getting interesting. Out there in the dark, I lied. There's a beckoning candle, oh yeah. While I can think, while I can talk, while I can tend, while I can talk, while I can dream. Please let my dream come true. Oh, right now. Road, road, bound, All right, how long's it been? What did I say, 20 minutes? 20 minutes, here we are. It's almost like I've done this before. People love to just walk in the middle of the road here. We're coming up to an art district called 798. This is why I need to get the Action 6 so I can wear it on my head, kind of give you a view of what's going on left and right here. So you'll just have to take my word for it. An art district to my left. It's a great place to go to spend too much money on coffee. I've been in a few times. They haven't had anything too interesting. I don't know. Art's not really my thing. It's just, it is what it is. But on the right, they've got, that's where my hospital is. My school is nice enough to provide us with medical insurance, so it is a private hospital. Holy cow. If I still went to the public hospitals here, I would definitely share the videos on that. That is not a fun experience. But private hospital, so nice. Just like you expect back home. And they have some event going on. You can't see it, but I can't. Something for the kids. Another guy walking right in the middle. Scooters all around there. Here we go. We're gonna make a right up here and head into Wangjing, where the Mercedes has an office, Caterpillar, Ericsson. I don't know what they do anymore, but they have a building, unless they took the name off recently. Yeah, let's check it out. Go by the buildings that make this area famous, these white and black spiral looking buildings. If I cannot die. If you're a bike rider and you love riding in the city, dodging cars and traffic, Beijing is a lot of fun to ride a bike through. Don't waste your time getting mad, frustrated. You just gotta get in there. Like, how are we gonna make this work? Find a gap, find a gap, find a gap, find a gap, find a gap. That works. And this district is on the northeast side of the city. So they've had a chance when they were building all this to, make the roads wider, bigger bike lanes. Downtown, it is a bit narrower, especially the older parts of the city. But there's one good thing about Beijing. They do make some very wide roads and wide bike lanes, which is appreciated. But we're not far now, really just straight down this road. A couple more minutes. Whoa, I see they just made a giant Popeye's chicken place. I'd seen one in the Hong Kong airport, but I don't know if that's the first Popeyes I've seen in Beijing. They used to have a Taco Bell over here, that's gone, but they do have some in some other areas. I still have not tried Taco Bell here in Beijing. It's on my to-do list. Random note, Barcelona, there's a Taco Bell across from the, what's it called, Sagrada Familia, and they serve beer in that Taco Bell. I love that Taco Bell. All right, don't get hit, nobody coming, just some bikes. So you can see from where I've gone, even with the lights, and especially in the city, they have some of those underground paths and whatnot, you don't often have to stop. If you know where you're going, you make enough right turns, you can pretty much just cruise for an hour and rarely have to stop. All right, we're coming up to those buildings and the place we're about to stop. Don't know if you'll be able to see them with this thing around my neck, but I'll stop and show you here in a minute. Everybody parking in the shade because it's a nice hot day. Get going, it's green. Let me ride around this way. Can you see him up there? You can kind of see him. Over there on the left. We'll ride around this area because the bar slash pub I'm going to, restaurant, is on the other side of these buildings, directly to my left. I rarely come around this way. My favorite burger and beer joint is actually in a different part of the city, and that's usually where I ride my bike to, or the rental bike. Should we get a left turn signal here? Cut around, yeah, here we go. Into the road. Feel like you're defying death riding around here sometimes. It's very exhilarating. Knock on wood, I've never been hit or hit anybody. These apartments around here for a one bedroom gonna cost you about $1,000 a month, or probably more now these days. It's been a few years since I've looked. With inflation and whatnot, probably what, $1,200-1,300 safe. But again, if you want to be in the city without having to be too far out downtown, and it's a short trip from here to the airport. From my place, I can get to the airport in 12 minutes. From here, if you got an early morning flight and there's no traffic, probably 20 minutes, which is amazing. All right, this one's no walk, next one's walk. No cars, keep going. All right, can you see him? I look like a weirdo trying to twist my chest so you can see. Next light, we're taking a left. All right, chest twist. All right, let's go. Not far, not far. We'll look when I get off. Do out my back door. Another left signal. Come on, give it to me. Yes, here we go. We are winning at bike riding right now. Tricky part's going to be finding a place to park. You see these riders with like the yellow hats and the yellow jackets, those are the delivery drivers. There are even more, but those are the ones that are easiest to pick out. Actually, there's a lot of space down here. Let's see if I can get closer. I don't want to have to walk. Ah, cool. It's probably going to be pretty empty in here. 10:55. All right. Almost hit me. Oh, yeah. All right. Let me undo this. There we go. Let me get this back centered. There it is. Yeah. On the other side, up at the top, it says Wangjing Soho, but there it is. This is a very nice area. If I had to live in a busy area, this is the place I would choose. Big streets, plenty to do. There's a, I don't know if the Burger King's still over there, but a pizza joint, really great pizza there. But yeah, we're gonna walk in here, the food street. Let me center this again. You know, usually at night there's plenty of people here, but it's never really packed. It's just busy. Normal busy. But there's a mall inside there with a movie theater, karaoke. Oh, they've changed some of this around. This used to be a Qingdao, you know the beer, Tsingtao? It used to be a Qingdao restaurant, but now it just says Biang Beer. And it looks like they have outside seating. That could be cool. 89 yuan for 4 beers and a small fried fish sticks. 89's like what? 10, 11, 12, 13 bucks for 4 beers. That's pretty good. You know what? I'm going to give you the tour of this place later. I've got tutoring tomorrow. Maybe after that I'll come walk around. But for now, I am hot. And I want some beer, craft beer. Vietnamese place. Things always change around here. This used to be a pizza place that had deep dish pizza. And it was really good, but recently it had not been so good, so maybe that's why they went out of business. So here we go. Coming up to it, Jing A. If you come to Beijing and you want a beer, everybody's gonna tell you Jing A, or Slow Boat, or what's the other one? Great Leap, but Jing A is the place for me. Can you see the sign? Jing A. And what is it we got here? Let's check this out today. Yunnan Guizhou sour soup flavor burger. Oh, I was just gonna have a beer, but they got that. And then Death by Coconut. And some other Pai Huanghua Kosh. And a side, ooh, a brute cider IP. What is this? All right, if I'm slurring my words later on, you'll know why, because I'm gonna have to try a couple of these. All right, let's go check it out. It's hot, but I want to sit outside. Can you坐外面吗？可以坐外面吗？哎。Let's do. Okay, let's do this one. So the great thing is that chest mount leaves you with a nice big sweat stain in the front. But whatever, we're arrived, we're here. Check this out. It's called Death by Coconut. We'll give it a try. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. I will see you next time. Cheers. That's coconutty.